Bonjour! So we are back in Sunset Valley and I was thinking I would do another renovation today. I'm not sure which one. I thought maybe a house, a quick one. Well, a quick one, she says, but not sure it's going to be that quick. Maybe one of these? So I was thinking the Monotone. Quite big, 20 by 30. And it's said to be low in price, but high in style. This house struck the right chord. Will its new owner be a one-hit wonder or the next superstar? Or is it for a musician? Is that why the name is like the Monotone? Okay, not sure. So I've done this house before, but it was for a challenge on the late forum, the SIMS Daily, and we had a budget, and the challenge was to renovate a house within budget. And I made it French because when I was doing those makeovers, I would use the houses in my French worlds. So here it's going to be different. I think it's starter home. So I'm going to try and keep that and trying to incorporate the description, high in style, low in price, and maybe the name, Monotone, there. So the price is 16,230. I'm going to try and keep it in that price range. Okay, let's have a look at it. Okay, so the outside like that. Oh, I'm having a hard time with the green siding there. High in style, really? Okay, maybe I don't get it. I like that, the pillar there. I don't know, so the entrance like that makes me think mid-century modern, and that pillar too. Okay, so I was looking for the parking space. It's in the back. Weirdly. Oh, I'm pretty sure the backyard is going to be like ginormous. It's quite green. Okay. And a few windows here and there. Let's get inside. So the entrance door, it is quite cheap looking. Okay. So not sure about the style, but that's definitely quite original. The banister, like railing inside like that to delineate the room. I'm going to try to keep something like that. Maybe not that one, but something like that. I like the side of the kitchen. Oh, I like that there is like a pattern on the floor like that. I think I'd put the bathroom there. The version I did, there was like 2 bedrooms. It was a 2-bedroom home, if I remember well. So, not sure I'm going to do that, but the bathroom is quite big too. I mean, for 3 items in there. It's big. Ooh, that's a dark bedroom. Reminds me of the pattern on one of the folding screen that we got with Seasons. This one. They do look alike. Maybe I'm going to do something with that. And I can keep the pattern. And there is a side table with the same pattern too. I'm thinking. So the dining living, there is no TV, and it's a bit cramped in the middle. It's bizarre. Like everything is concentrated in the middle. They have a nice backyard, but nothing opening onto it. So like just a lone window. And that's too bad, so we're going to do something there too. More windows for sure. No upstairs. Okay. So that was the original Monotone. So after seeing the inside, I'm thinking that maybe the name is also a reference to the fact that inside it's very monotonous. You know, the colors is brown and grey. And outside there are just highlights in green. So I might try and keep that. Also, I'm going to go mid-century modern while trying to keep it on the cheap side. So let's dive into it. So the main idea being a cheap mid-century modern looking house. I worked quite a bit with the roof. I wanted it to be low, but with distinct features, so I've worked a bit more on that a bit later. The mismatched walls, now I went with the white vertical slats wall and used the horizontal slat one for just under the rooftop. But I'm not keeping these until the end. I think I've changed them. Yeah, I wanted to have some green somewhere, and at first I thought maybe the roof itself, and then I went for the gable-ish part just under the roof, so the wall just under the roof, the fixed second floor. So I did also overhang over the entryway, and I placed the parking space there because it seemed more logical to me to have the car park near the main entrance. I also did a similar overhang in the back afterwards. I fenced in the backyard area. It's smaller than the whole lot because I wanted to keep the price low, and I used walls. So it was one of the instances where I was like, I wish I could use items from Lucky Palms, because there are quite a few objects there that are very mid-century modern looking. So instead I've used those windows from Late Night. They're quite expensive, so I had to be frugal on other items to be able to use them there and keep the price low on the house. Another item I tried to use later is a fireplace, but it was way too expensive. And that was why too I did the large wall there in the middle, but it's going to be different at the end. Another thing I did to have it more mid-century modern looking is to work more on the roof itself. So I have no idea how you call that, but I've tried to have like fake beams. I don't know, like rafter, but apparent rafter at the front. So I worked quite a bit on the roof like that, and I had to rework the roof at the end because I removed part of the big wall that is dividing the house into two on the outside, because it doesn't really exist in the inside. So I've actually kept the same floor space. I haven't changed that. I've just worked, as I've said, on the roof. So with the addition of the overhang in the front and back, it gives the impression that the house is longer, but it's the same surface area. At the beginning I did like 1 square big add-on on the front and one on the back. I've only kept the one on the back at the end, and the one I've kept is still blacked out, so they are not a livable space. So yeah, the floor space is the same. So then it worked a bit more on the backyard. The fence, I hesitated a bit. Also found out that I quite like this one. Then I put it inside to replace the kind of banister that was that divided the living corner from the entryway, from the hallway in the original version. And I've added some green to the walls, so I've kept that version with the white walls, white slats for the main walls, and above some green highlights. But as you can see, the green is like more toned down than the one that was there before, and I thought that actually the hedge bushes are quite like the same color, the same green that used to be on the house. So I I wasn't feeling too bad about not having that same green on the walls, because it was a bit too harsh to me. So I'd rather have that type of green there. I've kept the same type of colors for the inside because I went still with the name Monotone. The layout inside, mostly I've kept the main rooms where they were, but I've moved the bathroom and made a second bedroom. So the bathroom is going to become a second bedroom, which is going to be empty because I want to keep the house at the same price range. And the bathroom is now going to be by the on the other side of the main bedroom. It's sufficient. I mean, I don't need that big of a bathroom. And I've added at first so I've made the living room area a bit higher, you know, with the platform tool, and added the big fireplace because I really wanted it there. That was why I had that whole large wall in the middle, to have the chimney spread out from there. But I'm not keeping it at the end. I'm going to remove it, but I really liked it. But it's so expensive, it's like 5,000 simoleons, so it made the house too pricey. So then working on the different rooms, first the kitchen. Then I tried to keep it quite the earthy tones. I didn't go with as much with the white as the original version of the house did, but here I went with more brown and greyish tones, and with some green highlights here and there. So it's not as monotone as it used to be, but I've tried to keep it. I've tried not to make it flashy, and again trying to have it a bit mid-century modern in the vibes. So with some older appliances. I don't think I've added microwave. I could have, but no microwaves, but the basics are there for the kitchen. So worked still a bit on the rooftop. I wish we had the windows from Lucky Palms, because they would be perfect with that type of roof. But I have to make do without them. So instead we have like apparent rafters, even though it's not. I don't think they appear on pictures. So I've put on the second floor. I've put the level skip marker, so you don't get to go on the second roof. On the second story. So here is the kitchen. They can eat in the kitchen, and I've tried to reuse a few patterns that were already in the house. So in the main room, it's the living corner and dining room. So I've put big windows when I was building, and I've tried to again insert a few more earthy tones there instead of the white and grey combo. I've went with brown and green highlights, but earthy green. I'm not sure how to describe it, and reusing some patterns that were already there. Also, the pieces of furniture I've chosen them to that they would be a bit outdated and a bit mid-century modern looking too. And I've delineated entryway space because there was kind of one there, so I wanted to reuse the idea, even though I haven't used the same banister there. I've used the fence I noticed earlier. So just there, with kind of beads, I think. I thought it looked neat there, and it was kind of echoing the idea with the banister earlier. So then the bedroom, so didn't do much there, just kind of did some home staging because I reused what was already there and just made them a bit more like picture ready, I guess. But I haven't used that many items because I didn't want, again, that the price to spring up drastically. The idea was to keep it in the same price range, so I haven't furnished them much or at all for the second bedroom. I think it's empty. So yeah, did also the bathroom, so again didn't need that much space for a bathroom, but I wish I could have used the shower from SIMS, I think, because it looked quite mid-century modern-ish to me, but again made do with what I had because I wanted to keep the price as close to the original one as I could. So instead I've kind of customized what I had there to try and make it seem a bit outdated again, and in the style of the time frame I wanted. For the laundry, I've put the washing machine in the kitchen, and there is no dryer, but there is a clothesline in the backyard. So when I was done with the inside, I went back and worked on the outside and mostly on the roof, because I've noticed that the fireplace I had chosen was way too pricey and made the house too expensive. So I wanted to try and find another one that's a stove that was less expensive but could be in the same style, and so I had to rearrange that big wall I had made at the front. So I had to rearrange the whole rooftop so that it would be narrower, and also with still a part where I could have my the chimney of the fireplace go through, let's say. And so that was what I was working on there to finish up with the house. So I was disappointed I had to let go of the big fireplace, but at least there's that stove there, and the house is still in the same price range as the original one. Well, it's actually even a tad cheaper. It's now 16,190 simoleons. So here is the house. Front of the house with the parking space. The side leading to the backyard. The other side with the pathway leading to the entryway. The fenced in backyard. And back to the other side and to the front of the lot. Let's get inside. The small entryway with a step leading to the platform where you have the dining space, then a step down the kitchen, with its own table and chairs, small corridor leading to the sleeping quarters, the main bedroom, and the bathroom, and then back to the living room with a big bay window and a door leading to the backyard, where you have kind of a back deck, and then the clothesline and a gate leading outside. So a view from above, so you can park the car here, then there is a pathway leading to the entryway, the small entry over that, dining area, then the kitchen where I've kept the button floor there, even if it's more discreet. Corridor, the bedroom empty, the empty bedroom there. Then the main bedroom. Bathroom, the bathroom. Back in the living room, here, the living space. Then there is a door leading to the back deck here, the clothesline and the gate. So that's it for the Monotone. Next I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I've got a few ideas, but that will be for the next episode. I'll see you then. À bientôt!